Hello, students. Good morning and welcome to the session of EVS 2. Today, in this session, we are going to start with Geography, lesson number 14 Transport. By the name of the lesson only, you all must have understood that we are going to study about different types or modes of transport, right? So, how many modes of transport are there? 4: roadway, railway, waterway, and airway, right? In this chapter, we are going to concentrate on roadways. Okay. Now, in the picture, here three pictures are given. What do you see in the picture? In the first picture, the boy is going to the school, right? How he is going? By walk. Then in the next picture, the boy is on the bicycle. Then in the third picture, the boy is in the car, right? Now here a small experiment is given to see which one is more beneficial, which one is giving more advantages, and which one is having disadvantage. Clear? So let's try an experiment. Choose a friend's house, park, shop, or school that is 1 kilometer away from your home. Okay? On the first day, walk to your chosen place, whatever place you have chosen to go, whether your friend's house or any park or shop or anything. Okay? So, first day you have to walk to that place. Go by walking. On the second day, ride to it on your bicycle. Second day, again you have to go to the same place, but how? Not by walking, but by using your bicycle. Yes. On the third day, take an automobile. Automobile means any vehicle. Okay. Third day, you have to go to the same place with the help of any vehicle, car or taxi, like that. Okay. While doing this, always take your school bag with you. And this experiment you have to do with the help with your school bag. You have to take your school bag on your back. Use the same route for all three journeys. Okay? And for all the three types of journeys, walking, bicycle, and automobile, you have to go by same route, not from different routes. Clear? Now, note down the following. After doing that experiment, these points you have to note down. Let's see what are those points. First one, the time taken for each journey on each of the 3 days. In all the 3 days, how much time you have taken for reaching that place. Okay, the place which you have chosen in all the 3 types of journeys, how much time is taken. Clear? Second, which journey took the longest time and which took the shortest time. Another thing you have to see what? Which one of the journey is taking the longer time and which one is taking the short time. Okay? Which one is saving our time, in which we have to spend our more time. Then third, on which journey did you have to carry your own things? Then another thing you have to notice that in which journey you have to carry your own things. In which journey you can keep your things aside and easily you can ride, and in which journey you have to carry your own things on your back. Okay? Then fourth one, which was the most comfortable journey? Which journey was more comfortable? Very nicely enjoying and you have reached to the destination. Okay? Then fifth one, on which journey did you have to use fuel? In which journey you have to use the fuel? Fuel means everyone knows that, right? Petrol, diesel are called fuel. Then sixth one, on which journey were you most bothered by smoke and noise? Means in which journey you have to face smoke, pollution and noise. And which journey was quite silent and very hygienic. No noise pollution, no air pollution like that. Okay? So these are the things you have to notice by this experiment. From your answers, you will see that walking takes the most time. So now also we can give answer which journey from these three, which journey will take longer time? Walking, correct? Then bicycle, and very easily and faster we can reach to the place with the help of automobile, right? So by the answer you can see that walking takes the most time and you have to put in labor. While walking, you have to carry your own things. You cannot keep anywhere. You have to carry your own things. So put in labor to carry your own things. Using a vehicle saves time and effort. When we are using vehicle, either bicycle or car, whatever, they are saving our time and effort. Even when we are using bicycle, we can keep our belongings at the back. We don't have to carry them on our back, right? In car also we can keep the things aside. We don't have to carry the things on our back. So you must have also realized that we need to use fuels in automobiles. But in which one we are using fuel? For walking, no need of fuel. For bicycle, no need of fuel. For which journey we are using fuel? Yes, when we are going by car, right? It requires fuel. In the automobiles. So we are using fuel in automobile, but the problem is fuel causes air pollution, correct? Because of fuel, what is there? It creates pollution, air pollution. Plus when we are using automobiles, they are doing noise pollution also because of honk and all, correct? So it means that different modes of transport have different advantages and disadvantages. Okay? We have seen three types: walking, bicycle and automobile. So which one is having more advantage? By the experiment we can understand that bicycle is very advantageous thing, correct? In bicycle there is no use of fuel. We are not using any kind of fuel in bicycle, correct? Even we don't have to carry our belongings on our back when we are on the bicycle. Bicycle does not create any kind of pollution, plus we can save our time and effort also. So in all the three, bicycle is the most advantageous one, correct? So let's see here. In today's high speed world, we have to depend on several modes of travel and transportation of goods. Okay, even goods, humans, we are going from one place to another depending on various modes of transport. If there will be no transport, we cannot move easily from one place to another. But now it has become very easy to move from one place to another because we have developed our transport. So modern means of transport have many advantages. Now, what are the modern means of transport have advantages? Let's see what are the advantages they have. First advantage is work gets done sooner. Very easily we can move from one place to another within a short period of time. So because of that we can do our work very fast. We can complete our work sooner. Then second advantage, time and efforts are saved. Because work gets done quickly, we can reach anywhere quickly. Our time and effort are saved within a less spending of time and less spending of energy. we reach to our destination wherever we want to go, right? Then third, trade is facilitated because of modes of transportation got developed, trade also got developed. Now very easily the things can be transferred from one place to another with a less within a less period of time. Okay? Within a very short period of time, things transferred from one place to another. That's why because of transportation, trade got developed. Then what is the next advantage? Different parts of the world are now connected due to transport facilities. Because of transportation, now different parts of the world are connected with each other. As we are saying that world has become small, meaning to say is the earth is shrinking? No. The world has become small like a family. The meaning to say is earlier when there was no transportation got developed, it was very difficult to go from one place to another. Okay? But now because of development in the transportation, it is very easy to go from one place to another place, one village to another village, one city to another city, one state to other state, one country to other country. Okay? So that's why it is said the transport of different parts of the world are now connected due to transport facilities. What is the another advantage? The transport of goods even on a global level has become simple and easy. Now we can do transportation of goods. We can supply goods. Goods here means the things as like products, any kind of products. Okay. So the things we can supply from one place to another in a global level. To different countries also we can supply our products, and it has become very simple and easy just because of the development in transportation. What is the next advantage? As so many things are easily available, the lifestyle of people has improved. Now because most of the things in the life of the people are available, they can live their life peacefully and a luxurious life. That's why the lifestyle of the people has also got improved. Okay? The facilities of tourism, health, education, etc. have become speedier. In other facilities also, because of transportation, other facilities also got developed. Which facilities? Like tourism. Now we can go on a trip or we can enjoy our holidays anywhere in the any parts of the world, correct? So tourism got developed. Health, earlier when there was no transportation, people used to die because of lack of transportation. They cannot reach to the hospital properly on time, correct? So now because of lack of transportation, death rate has got decreased, correct? Because now people can easily reach to the hospital within a required period of time, and that's why there is a decrease in the death rate because of lack of transportation. Then comes education. Now education also got developed a lot because of development in the transportation, because now people can go anywhere in the any parts of the world and they can continue with their studies, right? Even the children from India going abroad to study, correct? The children from abroad are coming in India for different types of education, correct? So these has become easier because of what? Just because of transportation. So due to the various means of transport, the world has come closer. Because of transportation, world has become small. The world, all the parts of the world has come closer. So these are 7 advantages given of the transportation. Now here you can see the picture. Do you see this picture? And here also one of the picture. What do you observe in both these pictures? In first picture, you see the children are standing on the zebra crossing on the footpath, correct? And on both the sides, traffic is there, vehicles are going, and children are disturbed with something. What are they disturbed with? Because of the noise. So much of noise the vehicles are making that even they cannot stand. One of the child is rubbing eyes. Can you see that? Why is he rubbing eyes? Because of air pollution. His eyes is itching. Then this girl is closing her ears. That means so much of noise pollution. Okay. So this you can see in this picture. Now what other things shown in the another picture? Here you see the plants are there on the divider and all the vehicles are moving, means this is the main road. Then far away also trees are there, but there is a big difference between the color of the plants which is nearby road, means on the divider,